We're just setting up the live broadcast. I'll be with you shortly. Just setting up live broadcast, please bear with. Thank you everyone.
Oh, Richard! This is it!
Just like signal, right, if I'm in shot, move more to the centre. Cool. We're currently broadcasting live and on the ground in central London. As we see behind me, there are a few tractors lined up for today's farmers' protest, which is taking place at the same time as the budget. So Rachel Reeves, the Prime Minister, so the Chancellor and the Prime Minister are in Parliament at the moment, and they will be announcing the budget fairly shortly. But at the same time, there is the farmers' protest taking place, and a lot of the protesters here today have a lot of concerns surrounding the inheritance tax for farms and various other measures that they disagree with. Welcome onto the channel. My name is Louis Errington. I'm an independent journalist and I cover a broad variety of protests and events and various other newsworthy filming stuff in London. So if you're new, welcome onto the channel and I hope you enjoy this live broadcast. We're going to be heading down towards near Downing Street, where, as I walked past earlier, a large crowd of protesters were gathered there earlier, and they'll be in Westminster throughout the course of the afternoon protesting against various stuff. And we'll try to speak to people live and on the ground. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this live broadcast. Once again, as we see just behind me, there are tractors parked in Trafalgar Square in central London. We're going to be heading to Whitehall, more towards Downing Street, where more of the protesters are gathered, and we'll try to speak to a few people live and on the ground. We're just going to be pausing the broadcast for a short while, and then we'll be live and on the ground within the next couple of minutes. just before the tractors move, we're going to be filming them for a bit because I think they're moving somewhere in a few moments' time.
Just be careful, they're going to have to come this way, aren't they?
Which way?
They're going to have to come this way. So
Oh, I see.
guys, they're going to have to come this way. No, it's what happened was the word track.
We're just going to be pausing the stream briefly. We'll be back in a moment. Please bear with.
course you can. Yes. Brilliant, my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, hello. Oh, excellent. All the young ladies are joining me.
Yeah, and the boy. The pink ladies are joining you.
Go back a bit.
Give us a big smile. Cheese! Cheese! Thank you. Cheese!
Yeah.
There you go.
Get
Thank you very
Ashley.
much.
Get Ashley.
Oh,
Thank you
good.
very much,
Yes.
Jacob.
No, my pleasure. Very flattered.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank
I
you.
would shake your hand, but I've got a dog.
You've got a dog. You've got a
Watch you every
dog.
night on GB News.
Oh, good. Thank
And
you.
your daughter's doing really well. Love
She
you.
did it very well.
Yeah.
Take over for us.
Good. Well,
I think I quite like
no
that.
Starmer. No
Oh,
Starmer.
she did that very well.
Yeah.
Mr. Rees. Excuse me. Yes, I know. It's amazing.
Just do the picture and then.
Mr. Rees.
I think we were doing very well last July.
Excuse me. Would it be okay if I can?
Can I get a picture with you as well, fella?
Of course, just a word to this lady and then I'll be.
Please share with us your perspective. I was hearing what you were saying, this bubble, and it was super interesting to pass also those numbers.
Please put one in the live chat if the sound is working. Jacob Rees-Mogg is here, and we're going to try interview him to see his perspective about what's going on, especially surrounding the budget, and also with the farmers' protest at the moment. The main concern from the farmers is mainly the inheritance tax on the farms, meaning there'd be a lot of money that will be giving away to the government. But as we see, Jacob Rees-Mogg is here. He's also well known to be presenting on GB News very often, quite frequently. And as we see, he's come down here today to support the farmers in central London. Welcome onto the channel. Be sure to share this live broadcast. Thank you for tuning in.
I think you were next,
No,
actually.
go on, don't move.
Just double check my sound is working.
Beautiful. There we go.
Thank you.
Very much, mate. Thank you.
Mr. Rees-Mogg. Mr. Rees-Mogg. Sorry.
I've lost my
just
producer. Where is?
Just a brief 2 minute.
Yeah, I was
Just here next to nurse.
Oh, there you are.
Can we get the background quickly of the protest?
Yes, but Maria, where have we got to?
Okay.
In a minute.
Okay,
so
I'll
I'm
just.
going to have to go to lunch.
I'll
in a
keep
moment.
this brief. So, what brought you down here today?
The honest answer, I was walking to lunch, but I'm also here for GB News, and I knew this protest was going on, and I thought it was absolutely outrageous that the farmers weren't allowed to bring their tractors when the Palestinian mob were allowed to do whatever they like.
And also, we know about the inheritance tax on farms. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, the inheritance tax on farms and indeed on businesses is very bad economically because it means that businesses and farms will have to spend money not on investing, not on employing, not on building their business, but on tax. And this has a terrible consequence on long-term economic growth because economic growth tends to come from smaller businesses, which are very often family businesses.
Do you think the government are lacking support for smaller businesses more recently?
Well, the government just doesn't know what it's doing. The hokey-cokey of this budget, one moment they're doing one thing, 1 minute they're doing the next, then the whole budget gets leaked by the utterly incompetent ABR. It's utter chaos, it's mismanagement, it's incompetence. So when you say, do I think the government doesn't care about business? I don't think they've got the intellectual capacity to care about anything at the moment.
Also, do you think this budget will burden future generations?
Well, if you don't have farms, what will future generations eat?
Mr. Rees-Mogg, thank you very much for your time on camera.
Who do you represent?
My name is Louis Errington. I'm an independent journalist and I cover a broad variety of general news ranging to protests. So you can find me on YouTube We have a live
We're on
broadcast
YouTube
on
too. We're all
as
on
well,
YouTube.
yes.
Everyone does that.
And
nowadays.
also news flare as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I would have kept that YouTube, mate.
Never mind. So you can find me on there as well. Yeah.
You all right?
Yes.
BBC.
No.
Yes, yes.
It's good.
She's on it, you know, all the time. Yeah, so what else?
No.
How do you do?
For coming down. Just an independent guy again.
So that was Jacob Rees-Mogg. He came down to support the farmers today as well and bumped into the protest. And he was also talking about the inheritance tax on farms, which has been unpopular amongst many of these protesters here today.
Excuse me. I met them in the spring, and I have met them today. While the current budget balance... Why is no one talking?
Well done, Monty, Kathleen.
21.7 billion pounds in 29-30 and 24.6 billion pounds in 2030-31. More than doubling our headroom against the stability rule and meeting that rule a year early too. And our next financial debt is 83.3% in 26-27, 83.6% in 27-28, 83.7% in 28-29, falling to 83.0% in 29-30.
And I'm gonna. Yep.
I got Jacob Rees-Mogg to say that the Conservative government are stupid.
Really?
Yes. He said, because I said to him, do you believe in the conspiracy theory of Bill Gates meeting? Right on.
I always seek it out and try to disturb people. Sort of set it up and take it apart. The point is, nothing works. The authoritarian. Computer system, like we have computer systems, within the 80s, but and everybody just moderates. It's actually darkly funny.
You can just go to North Korea.
So,
It's happening right now.
no, but I have some sort of what we had last week, it has the
Maybe, I don't know, man. You might just maybe I'll throw us a song.
I think it's still live.
And today I am announcing £300 million investment in technology to improve patient service.
Rachel from accounts is going to screw us. She's going to screw us hard.
We're currently broadcasting live and on the ground. As we see, we are just outside Downing Street, Whitehall. Farmers protest same day as the budget.
I will take the same approach for defence spending that I take to NHS spending. Reinvesting savings back into our in our age of insecurity. In our age of insecurity, Britain will continue to stand with our allies, working in collaboration to secure a sustainable ceasefire for Ukraine, and maintaining our commitment to NATO, with the UK set to spend 2.6% of GDP on defence by April 2027. Madam Deputy Speaker, the public rightly expects that we stamp out fraud, error and waste, and put that money to good use in our schools and our hospitals and other frontline services. My right honourable friend, the Home Secretary, has already announced that she will claw back excess profits from the use of hotels to asylum seekers. And we will phase out the use of those hotels entirely. And we will the introduction of digital ID breaks the link between illegal migration and illegal work. And the HMRC and the Fair Work Agency crack down on illicit businesses that blight our high streets and undercut legitimate firms. Enforcing the minimum wage, investigating dodgy businesses, and increasing scrutiny of the gig economy, as well as tracking down fraudulent business owners who vanish without paying their taxes. And I'd like to thank my honourable friends, Craig Grimsby and Clean York, and Kensington-based
Because it smells.
No, man, that's awesome.
I know. You ain't got any, have you? You're going to give on my donation page, or just give it?
Yeah.
We've got to figure out when he's here and
Yeah.
he's going to make the announcements.
Definitely. Might even go again for a second time later.
And today, he's going to come back here.
Pre-recording.
Everybody needs to calm down.
I left there indoors.
I wouldn't want any honourable members to live there. So we are chasing down that money, and we've got almost £400 million back from Tory contracts handed out by Tory ministers for Tory players.
Broadcasting live and on the ground in central London at the moment as we see farmers' protest is taking place same day as the budget welcome onto the channel. As you see, thousands have gathered in Whitehall. Welcome onto the channel.
Jesus died for you boys. God bless the farmers.
Better to rule in hell than serve in heaven.
God bless the farmers. God bless you. God bless you. Good to see you. Come on, boys, don't forget Jesus. You farmers, don't forget Jesus.
In England, in Europe,
You don't forget the God of the harvest. The God of the harvest is coming soon.
Oh, did you manage to get? I asked him about fucking jabs.
With that guy, if you cut him in half, he says conservative. I don't think he ever joined. He's never going to join
It looks even more like a satchel.
Andy, no chance of Steve showing up?
Stabilisation's great. Oh, you've got the camera down. That's a very good.
I'm on the third week of my mum was
Absolutely.
I can't smell. I'm just getting myself to smell that. Hold on, I'll get my best. Always the lower level. Essentially, they just become part of the region experience. So it just adds to all the other. It was just for me, it was about I don't attach feelings like once every other year. Because I work from home, so And you just see sharing his. Actually, you know there's a guy. Yeah. You know there's a guy called Portland Andy. He's an American. He mostly does Americans, but he actually takes all the different people that are live streaming in different places and he puts them in little windows. And based Welshman introduced him. And he basically all he does is just takes all the live streams that different people are doing, just pops them in, it's not like an OBS setup. And he just puts them in windows and just shows you all the different live streams. In a way, I mean, especially for America because it's so big, it's got essentially everything around the country covered. So it shows you like Los Angeles, Portland, LA, New York.
It's every town and city.
Yeah, where all these different live streams are.
Broadcast even from anywhere. It's really cool.
Middle incomes can continue to use salary sacrifice for their pension without paying any more in tax than they do now. And to give individuals and employers time to adjust to these new arrangements, these changes will come into effect in 2029. The coalition government introduced 100% relief from capital gains tax made to employee ownership trusts, creating a route for gains.
I'm wearing so many layers underneath because of the weather. Yeah. Covers. Excuse me.
Look what's interesting. Look at all the together cut off.
I'll just set this. Good moment. Yeah.
I don't know.
Just
why
quick interview.
Okay.
Yeah. About today. Yeah, here's good. So what brought you down here today?
We're here because the government is attacking our farming industry, and this is part of a wider agenda to eradicate the food supply in the UK and essentially make us reliant on all of their systems and food producers. This is nothing but a land grab. We're talking to farmers who have been farmers for generations, and they've never been attacked in this way. People are going to lose farms that have been in their family for generations. This is a very sad situation, and unfortunately it's just one faction of a wider agenda. This is about Agenda 2030 and the Great Reset. The government no longer pulls the strings and represents the people. This is a globalist agenda. This is a globalist agenda to enact a sinister mechanism of control upon humanity. We're seeing digital ID be imposed on the people. We're seeing the food industry destroyed. We're seeing an immigration crisis being deliberately fueled by the government to provide the perfect excuse for more and more control. Every crisis that the government presents us always results in less and less freedom for us. So unless we rise up and connect as humanity, we're going to have a very, very bleak future. But the positive side of this is that you are seeing the people rise up and fight back. And I think these governments are on the brink of collapse because the people are waking up more and more every day. And we're uniting, and our unity is their destruction. We are the people's platform. We've been fighting back against these totalitarian mechanisms for many, many years. Since COVID was introduced, since the lockdown dystopian measures were introduced in the lockdown period, the people have been fighting back, and there's millions of us across the world, billions of us across the world who recognize the sinister nature of the governments of the world. And we're rising up. There's two sides in humanity right now. There's the 1% and the 99%. And we are the 99%. And once we connect and unite, their game is over.
Also, I was going to ask, what are your thoughts on the inheritance tax on farms?
It's a massive attack on farmers. It's a deliberate manufactured excuse for a land grab. They want to remove all of the land from the farmers in order to bring in solar farms and take away the farmers' land. This is nothing but a land grab and a deliberate situation to impose more and more control on the people and make us reliant on their food sources. The farmers feed us. The farmers produce high quality organic produce for the nation. This is the backbone of life. This is the backbone of this country. The government is clearly not on the side of the people if they're attacking the backbone and the farmers who feed the nation.
Thank you very much for your time on camera.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm an independent journalist.
Awesome.
Louis Errington. You can find me all over the place.
Louis Errington, how?
Are
you on Instagram? We'll take a leaf.
I have. Oh, you but yeah, I'm on Instagram all over the place.
How do you spell it?
Louis Errington. So I'm also on news there and various other places online. But we're doing a broadcast to YouTube at the moment.
Oh, you're live streaming?
Yeah, so we're doing a live broadcast. So if you search up can we type it? Yeah, that's me. And then all the links are below. And also, I want to give you
Take one. You know.
Thank you, Louis. No, it's cool. Thank you. Did you drop anything? No. Pick that up. All of my childhood.
What would you like other farmers
I mean, a lot of, you've got to remember that 3 years ago I did it in the office. I was arguing in the 3 years, 5 years. So I've done 2 years out here. Yeah. And I'm failed it. Now I'm moving. Has he got? Where is he? He's got to be
Can't go home just yet, baby. We've got to stand here and make a number for ourselves. Sorry, guys. What was your name again, sir?
Excuse me, what brought you down here today?
Why am I down here? There's quite an obvious reason, isn't there? Well, the farmers' protest and basically the way this shambolic government are running the country. So, looking for a new political party, and well, any day now. Well, not soon enough.
What are your thoughts on the inheritance tax on farms?
It's just another way for the government to grab more money to subsidise the people that want a freeload off of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you, turn the camera.
We're going through a lunch.
Okay, I'm going to be still around the area.
Yeah, you're in the zone.
I'll keep you updated on.
All right, mate.
Yeah. Take care. Yeah. Thank you.
We went to find them and they...
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit.
What brought you down here today?
To complain at Keir Starmer. Don't like the bloke at all. Yeah. He's kind of fucking everyone over, to be fair.
And what are your thoughts on the inheritance tax on farms?
I think it's bullshit, to be fair. I think he's just going to screw a load of people over. Yeah, I think it's horrific. As you can tell, a lot of people here are unhappy. So yeah.
Do you think these policies might burden future generations?
Oh, unreal. Like all of these lot here, all these people clapping right now, it's going to affect them massively with their kids and everything. A lot of farms won't be able to continue, so yeah, not very good at all. It's a bit of a shame, really.
Thank you very much for your time on camera. Louis Errington.
Yeah,
thank you.
To meet you. Yeah. Where can I find that?
So we're broadcasting to YouTube, and you can find them on various places online as well.
Was it? How do I find it again?
Louis Errington.
Louis Errington?
Yes. Or just... Let me...
Yeah, give me a card.
Yeah.
None of that makes sense.
Yeah, she wants one of her.
Yeah.
That's proper, that is.
How do you do that?
Feel free to hand.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you.
Ryan, search me up on YouTube later on, get famous. Yeah, when will that go? When will that be?
Between sometime this week.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
You know, we won't have any national food security. We don't want to import all of our products. And yeah, and if they say about investing in the NHS, then surely if people are eating healthy, homegrown food, then we won't need the NHS quite as much. Thank you.
And now Kurt Morton. Hello everybody. I think for me, it's just the lack of what was said.
Yeah, well, we'll follow you out there. When you get to those way, we'll just...
Still, I just want to say one thing. Some people have asked, why are we together? Why would the public come to our farmers? Well, I tell you why. Some of them British public farmers.
Okay. I have seen you, yeah. Nice to meet
But they're also part of our culture and our way of life. Yes! British public respect your hard work, they respect your commitment,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
and they do not agree on the large part with the technocrats, even in my own country that can't do some, who contemptuously think they're just going to throw you to the side. And I can tell you now, right, I mean, my background is hospitality, you can't get food on the plate without you guys, but it doesn't matter what sector we come from.
apparently the guy was getting
The point is, we're going to stand shoulder to shoulder with our farmers. Some people will make insults, some people are nervous about why we're doing it. We're doing it because it's not just you guys, it's not just the farmers, it's all of the British public. If we lose our farmers, we've lost our food security and we've lost our way of life. Are we going to let that happen, everyone? So we're sending a message today. Those guys in there, to the budget, we're not going to stop. In every local town, village, city, across the country, across the four nations, we're going to make sure we're going to keep campaigning together with our farmers. The last 3 days have seen farmers do brilliantly everywhere, but we're going to make sure in the run-up to the local elections, some of those guys are going to be punished, particularly in rural constituencies. And we're going to keep making a resounding noise that we, the British public, love our farmers, we stand shoulder to shoulder with all of you. And like our veterans and the pensioners, and the big ladies and everyone else, we're going to stand together, united in this kingdom, and not allow those guys to have the last laugh. We're standing together. Well done, everyone. We stand with our farmers together.
Yeah, good, thank you.
just over there.
What was that?
Interesting guy.
Right, listen here, guys. There's another little announcement from William. I've been working.
Oh, they're doing more speech.
No.
Yeah. We're going to see you. It's okay.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Don't touch it, just hold bottom. So don't touch the button.
Hello, mate. How are you? Okay.
There you go. Yep. Just be right into it.
Perfect.
Okay.
It did fall on the floor earlier.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing it's still going.
Here's what's going to happen.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Right. You take that. Speak into it.
1, 2.
Hold. 1 second. Keep going.
Later.
Yeah, it's all right.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Otherwise, shout.
Nika. Your megaphone. Surprised it lasted that long.
I have a spare. Do you want to use it?
Go for that. Try again.
Let's try this one. Can everybody hear? Yeah. The megaphone's a bit like this government. It's broken.
Right, we're going.
Thanks, Nika.
Okay. I got backup.
Don't need to hold anything. Hello?
That's good, that. And now it does work. Come on.
1, 2, 1, 2. Right.
Maybe just doesn't like you.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Shout. Try again.
1, 2. 1, 2. We're in business, folks. Right.
I'll hold it.
William Taylor.
Do you want me to hold it for you?
It's not that, Alan. It's just busted.
Right in his face.
Try again.
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2.
The battery's
Please
going.
bear with sorting the sound system,
Drops it on the
How's
floor.
this one doing?
sorting out their
working?
megaphones.
Yes, yes.
Speak right
Please
into
bear
the-
with.
Finger on, speak right into that bit.
It lasted long enough, eh?
There you go, just at the front. There you go, and then speak right into the mouthpiece.
Yep. Well, this is the second attempt. We'll have a go. William Taylor from Farmers for Action in Northern Ireland. The message is short and clear. This is about agriculture, not just any old industry. To Reeves and Starmer, meet us and discuss not doing a U-turn on inheritance tax. Instead, do a better turn, removing inheritance tax and putting in place the now much talked about UK-wide farm welfare bill, which, if in place, would return farmers a minimum of the true cost of production inflation link plus a margin for their produce. And the UK will boom, increasing UK tax receipts beyond your comprehension. We have fed the people 24/7, 365 faithfully and increasingly efficiently through 2 world wars and every day since until now, when corporate food retailers, corporate food wholesalers and corporate food processors have taken our efficiencies, our profits and our dignity. And then you, Reeves and Starmer, and the Labour government are set to finish us with inheritance tax today. Reeves and Starmer, stop killing the people that feed you. Take a good look at the efficient machines farmers brought here today against your will. This took massive time, effort and expense to be here today, and it will take these people days to catch up on their farm duties and sleep. Anyone here remember the 2000 fuel strike? If those of you in the Labour Party are too young to remember it, ask Tony Blair. I said at the beginning my message was short and clear. We, the UK's family farmers, hold the power of veto on your inheritance tax bill.
I get it. Do you want me to hold it?
We hold the power of veto on your inheritance tax bill between now and next March. I repeat, Chancellor Reeves, meet us. We have written to you 5 times since the 10th of December 2024, and the 6th time you replied with a letter from the Treasury extolling the virtues of inheritance tax. Our farmers here today are tired. They are tired working for a loss. Their families and staff are tired helping to feed the nation 24/7, 365, including Christmas Day, for less and less. With a recent poll indicating 51% of farmers are considering leaving the industry, and with 40% of farmers over retirement age, and with every 10 farms closing, little over half are being replaced with new entrants. The UK's food supply is now in jeopardy, with only 6 days reserve. So meet us. You know how to contact us. You have our details. Between now and next March, or face not a fuel strike, but a farm strike. Remember, this will be much easier for our UK family farmers than getting here today. We will simply stay at home and keep our produce at home until you see sense. And we will have the support of UK family businesses and working people. Enough is enough of pillaging family farmers, small and medium-sized businesses and working people with inheritance tax and other taxes. Do the right thing, Chancellor Reeves. Meet us and turn the UK around. We hold the keys. With a UK-wide farm welfare bill copied from the Northern Ireland Farm Welfare Bill currently with Stormont's Agriculture Committee. Consign inheritance tax to the bin and make the UK flourish. Thank you, everyone.
Kathleen, come around. Thank you very much. Well done.
you.
Kathleen, come here. That's it. Do you want to just speak to
Yes,
Kathleen,
please.
ask some questions?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Kathleen Renner. Where's Kurt? Kurt?
So, what brought you down here today?
Well, we came down to listen to the budget and see if there was any changes to the, their plans for APR and BPR, which are obviously affecting agricultural and all businesses, in fact.
What do you think of the inheritance tax on farms, especially?
Well, I think the figures that came out from the government only a few weeks ago said that farms on average are making a minus 0.8% profit. Yet somehow Rachel Reeves, our mathematician, thinks that farms can afford to pay 2% per year over 10 years. And I think that, someone at primary school could probably work out that that's not going to work out, is it?
And do you think this budget will potentially burden future generations?
Absolutely. There's no question about it. If it doesn't get changed, then farms will just go under. We've already lost over 6,000 farms this year, and it's not affordable. People, who is going to pass on their farms to their children with crippling debt, from before they even start? It's absolutely ridiculous. They will, it might last one generation, but it won't be able to be sustained over 2 generations, so it has to be reversed.
Thank you very much for your time on camera. Much
Thank
appreciated.
you.
Louis Errington on YouTube, and you can find me on social media and various other places as well.
Thank you. That hurt my face.
Thank you.
Kurt Morton. Do you want to speak?
Afternoon.
So, what brought you down here today?
What brought me down here today? I wanted to be with the rest of my farming community here to hear the budget and to see if they would mention us. Surprise, surprise, they haven't mentioned us. So yeah, that's what's brought me down here today.
What do you think of the inheritance tax on farms?
It's going to absolutely obliterate our industry. 100%, people might not think it will do, but it will do. Within 2 generations, there won't be any family farms left. I disagree with our union, the NFU, calling it a family farm tax. It's a death tax. People have earned that money through their whole life. They've paid tax on that. They don't need to be taxed on it when they die. Nobody does. At that difficult time when you're losing relatives, you don't need it.
And do you think the budget will potentially have a burden on future generations surrounding farms?
Go back and look at today's budget at home. I haven't took it properly in yet. There wasn't, I think I just said earlier, the little that was said about farming and food production and food security says it all really. The government aren't interested.
Thank you very much for your time on camera. Louis Errington, and you can find me online on various spaces, including YouTube as well.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, Louis.
Thank you.
Cheerio.
Hi there, how are you doing? Nice to see you. How's it been?
It's been good, actually.
Yeah, good to see you.
How you been? 2 words?
Can we get the background?
Yeah, go for it, no worries.
Stand here, get the background of the protest. Just set the camera up quickly.
No worries.
Adjust it. Cool.
Put this away. Tell me when.
Wonderful. We're currently broadcasting live and on the ground. Here is Montgomery Toms. What brought you down here today?
Well, I think it's quite transparent. I'm here to stand with our farmers, and I think it's been reiterated a lot today. It's not just about the farmers, it's also about the public. So it's about saying that without our farmers, we're not going to have food on our plate. We're not going to be able to feed one another. And I don't want to be relying on foreign imports, and I don't want farms and local and small family farms, decentralized environments, the heart of what our country once was, to be taken over by corporate giants, to put massive solar panel farms in and be bought up by the likes of BlackRock. It's concerning enough that in America, Bill Gates, owns more farmland than anyone else. You've got to ask yourself, well, why is that? What is the motivation? So not only is there just a blatant attack on small farms with inheritance tax, I think there's actually an undercurrent of something far more sinister, which is revolving around an agenda to attack the public, attack the people, find the root of what provides for the individual and take that away from them. And that's also exactly what I'm fighting against.
What do you also think about the inheritance tax on farms?
I just think it's disgusting. I mean, it's not just on farms, it's on everyone. We get taxed, and all of it is, it's listening to the budget talks today, it's just cringeworthy. It's like they've written a speech and everything they've said in the speech is wrong, and then they put it into ChatGPT and said make it sound a bit better, and that's about it. It's like, it was laughable what we were listening to. And what was also interesting is when it came to discussing the farms and discussing one of the most outrageous things within the budget, sort of slipped it in. We won't talk about that too much. I wonder why that is, because you know how outrageous it is. And the Met Police yesterday turned around to the farmers that have been travelling into London for the past even few days and said, oh no, you can't bring your tractors into Whitehall. So not only that, it's now an attack on protesting, it's an attack on free speech. This is just and this might sound a bit wacky that I can pull this all together, but from net zero and man-made climate change nonsense to digital ID to inheritance tax to the attack on farms, going back to lockdowns and free speech and the right to protest, we're just seeing relentless, authoritarian, illogical, sinister attacks on the British public in any way. And I've been standing against authoritarianism since, as young as I could be, and inheritance tax is just another form of that, ultimately.
Do you think this will have a burden on future generations?
Well, absolutely. I've spoken to young farmers today. I'm not a farmer. I say that quite transparently. I grew up in fairly kind of a lot of agriculture around me, but I don't have the in-depth experience of farmers. But that's not to say that I can't support and back them in its entirety. And the fact that I've spoken to young farmers today and they just said, my dream from when I was, from when I can remember is over. Now I am going to lose my farm. Well, that's just terrible. And the irony is, Rachel Thieves talks about about how we need to back young people and put them into apprenticeships and jobs and everything. It's like, oh yeah, but it's all right to strip away their destiny of becoming a young farmer. So of course, absolutely, yeah. My heart goes out to them.
Bonsi, thank you very much for your time on camera.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure, and
thanks,
very good to see you as well.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
We'll definitely catch up.
Yeah, no, we'll come for a pint in a bit. We're going to go to a local, so
I'm going to hang around.
Yeah,
just
no, I
in
bet
case.
you will. Get what you can. Get what you can.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you for telling me that. I'll do a quick one with you if you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just stand here. I'm just going to plug in the microphone quickly, but we've still got the sound working.
Okay. Make sure you go on there after, Kurt. Make sure. Here we go.
Okay, I'll just set the camera up quickly.
Just give me 1 second, because I'm just going to film this for Alan, but I'm going to come to you in just after this. Is that okay?
We're just going to do a quick sound check to see if the mic is plugged in. It will take a few moments.
Am I just filming this for a second?
We're just doing a quick mic check, testing 1, 2, 3, mic check. Okay, the mic appears to be working. We are with Alan Miller from the Together Declaration. Alan, what brought you down here today?
Well, at Together, we have hundreds of thousands of supporters, and over the last 3 days, we've been all around the country standing shoulder to shoulder with our farmers. And in fact, for the last year, since this announcement of the inheritance attack, we have been campaigning and organising all around towns, villages, cities, up and down the country, because the public support our farmers. Of course, it's an attack on the great British farmers, but it's also an attack on the public, because without our family farms, we have no food security. They're a part of our way of life and tradition and culture, and millions of the public support our farmers, and we're here to let this government know, and also to let MPs and the councillors know there's elections in May, and that we're going to keep fighting and standing together, the great British public, to make sure that we push back against this, because we need to make sure our farms stay with us.
What are your thoughts on the inheritance tax on farms?
You know, it's so egregious. The inheritance tax, it's discussed as though somehow everyone's really wealthy. We like Jeremy Clarkson, but most farmers are not wealthy. They might have some assets, tractors and outhouses and buildings, but that's what they need to run their business. This is not people with mansions who are just wealthy flying all over the world. They're up at the crack of dawn. They've got second, third, fourth, fifth generation families that they'll have to lose the farm if this goes through. So this is really essential. And the fact that Rachel Reeves couldn't even say the word farmer in the budget today is indicative of the contempt that these guys, these globalist technocrats, have got for hard-working British farmers.
Do you think this will have an impact on future generations?
Well, it absolutely will have an impact on this generation and future generations if we allow it to happen. But we're going to keep fighting. We're not going to let this go down, because if we let our farmers go down, we're all stuffed. We know what's happened with energy. We don't have energy security. We got a situation where the prices are spiralling. It's utterly unacceptable. We're going to keep backing our farmers. We're going to be doing stuff locally. We've all got to go out and speak to our friends, family, community, and get involved. You can come to togetherdeclaration.org. We've got organisers and ambassadors around the country. We're standing together with our farmers, amplifying and making sure that we all continue to have our voices heard together.
We also know you from the Together Declaration campaign, you have a stance against digital IDs. Can you tell me a bit about that as well?
Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is, this is another thing. In the manifesto and before that, the Labour Party said that they were going to support farmers, and then they did a U-turn and they've attacked them. Also, there was no mention of digital ID in the manifesto. And now we've got a situation where 8 million directors are being forced, as of now, into one login. But you don't have to do one login. You can get an accountant to do it. We've got 1.8 million veterans that are being used as guinea pigs, and millions of our kids. We saw off so-called vaccine passports and the jab mandate. And we're not about to have a situation where Britain becomes a papers, please society. We didn't have 2 generations, people who fought the World War, to suddenly be in a position where everything has to be a digitally biometric surveillance state. So we're campaigning hard. If you come to our site, there's a toolkit about what you can do, and we've got a big rally organised around the 4 nations. That's on April the 25th. Big build up with speakers, and we're going to be doing lots in terms of the run up to the elections, but also calls to action, visiting MPs, councillors, organising things like leaflets and flyers around the country, talking to our neighbours. We're not having it. We do things differently in Britain, and we're going to shine the light for freedom here together.
And with digital IDs itself, we know there's the potential implementation of them, and also additionally to travel to some specific areas within the European Union, there will be biometrics required and also fingerprints. Tell me your thoughts about that.
Yeah, well, the European Union's got 440 million people they're forcing onto their system. But, you know, look, when you go to a border, borders are different. So, you know, we've got passports. We don't need other things like that. But what we're saying in Britain, like when we saw during the lockdowns and the impositions, many people in Canada and Australia and Italy, they fought bravely, but they thought we wouldn't be able to win those battles. And we did win them in Britain. And when we won them, everything changed. We've changed lots of legislation with the government. we're not going to go away, right? We're standing here shoulder to shoulder with our farmers because we haven't got an option. And the British public love our farmers, and we've seen all sorts of things like the Pink Ladies, like Unite the Kingdom, people proudly flying our flags. Our fight is the same one with everyone, with our veterans, with our pensioners, with our carers, with our drivers. There are millions of us, and those guys in there in Whitehall, in the Treasury, they have no idea what's coming to them. We're going to keep fighting and we're not going away.
Do you see this as potentially the beginning of the end of the Labour Party?
Well, the Labour Party is an empty, hollowed out, kind of echoey chamber of its former self. It doesn't believe in Labour. It doesn't believe in labouring people. That's why Reform are polling so high. You can see that the only thing they really understand is paying off a few people in the public sector. And they're very contemptuous. They're an elite inside cities. That's why their rural constituents, their rural MPs and councillors are very nervous. And I'd say that anyone in Labour, and I've got some friends still who are in Labour, right? Anyone in Labour, blue Labour's good, but anyone in Labour, think about your principles. Think about those old ideas of old Labour, because this current incarnation is not about that. This is our working people, our farmers in Britain, right? But in the end, what's going to happen is lots of people are going to support Reform, things are going to change. But right now, we want to hold all of their feet to the fire. We're not going away. So from our words to their ears.
Alan, appreciate your time on camera. Thank you very much as well.
You're doing a great job with all the online stuff. Well done.
Appreciate it. Good to see you. Thank you very much. So that was Alan Miller from the Together.
Listen up, everybody. We've got a gentleman who's from where you suffered? Ipswich. You get to Ipswich, the next busiest place you get to is Amsterdam. Bar Felixstowe. Yeah, Bar Felixstowe. So Richard Ridge is going to come up and he wants to say a few words on some of the things that they've been doing. Just a quick one before he does come up. Can I just ask everybody, the police have commented on how well behaved we are, and also the fact that we haven't so far left a lot of litter about. So look on the floor before you go. If there's anything there, let's do what farmers do. Let's leave this place better than when we arrived, okay? So if you can pick all your bits of rubbish up, that'd be great. So I welcome on board Richard Ridge. Come on, Richard. Hey.
Do you want to borrow it?
Yeah, good idea. No, I prefer. I'm going to shout as long as you can hear me. Go on. 71 years of rock music's not done much hearing any good. You have to shout.
It's a pity in some ways that we are not in the scale that we might have been. I would like to thank very much the police for their support, but the decision at the 11th hour yesterday to ban tractors from Whitehall has rather taken the steam out of today, which is a great shame.
Disgraceful!
We're all here for the same reason. We're all here to ask the government to listen to what we as the farming industry and the countryside are saying. At the moment they are not listening.
No.
Rachel from Accounts doesn't seem to have taken any account of what we were asking her to change. But we have to keep going with our requests. We have to keep showing our strengths, and that is unity as an industry, as the countryside, as all generations. Because although it's the old fogies who are perhaps more directly affected in how we try and keep family farms going, it's the youth who take our place and carry on farming in the countryside, who carry on looking after the countryside, who carry on producing nutritious food, much better than most of what is on the supermarket shelves these days, because it's imported under lower standards than we are told to produce it under. So what we want is continued support. We want support from government. We want support from the public, who I believe in general do support us. But we want this country to be unified in the belief that we should bring our own food production to the shelves in an affordable manner, in an environmentally friendly manner, and save from exporting food production to countries where they just drain swamps or fell forests. We are producing the food that this country should be eating, and we should be encouraged to do it and continue doing it. So let's change the IHT to enable us to keep farming.
Thank you. And as I said earlier, we can all pick a list. We're not going for a bid, but that'd be a great thing, and it would do us a lot of good.
I've got my digital ID and I've got my e-tax as well. I'm branded. I'm a good listener. I've got big ears. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Would you like to talk about the digital ID? I want to hear about the digital ID.
The big-eared man.
I want to see Alan. How are you?
Monty. Second name's Tom. Oh, okay. People get it wrong all the time, don't worry.
We will feed you. We will feed you. We will feed you. We will. What's that one? Here's Thomas a wanker. Here's Thomas a wanker. Here's Thomas a wanker. Here's Thomas a wanker.
I just want to say a couple of other things really, and one of them is that low quality imports from overseas are not the answer.
and many, many people in our government and outside of it are looking to open up free trade agreements with the rest of the world. It's happening in Europe right now with the Mercosur agreement, and farmers there are not having it. We need to be on the lookout for this, because substandard imports do not meet the quality of British produce. We need to educate the public, we need to feed the public good, wholesome, healthy food, and we need to keep fighting for the right to do that and for decent support for farmers.
Just have you here. You're going to see how the shot looks. You don't support it. Hello. Normally a rugby thing, innit? All my mates are rugby. I've played with them. Never really got in. Never really got in.
We've also heard there's been numerous arrests at another demonstration elsewhere in London. If there's time, we might go cover that as well, and I'll keep you updated if I do. Stay tuned.
That's kind of what I expected. One end of it.
I jumped in the taxi.
Pull the flag up!
The government are taking that away from us.
For you, Holly, this is something, I mean, how do you feel when you look at things that you do? Does this give you any inspiration to do the job?
Are you all together?
I'm independent.
Want to give up?
Just
Purely
myself.
independent?
How makes you feel?
Yeah. Louis Arrington. Nice to meet you, Anna. Yes, probably have. I try my best to get to long places.
Did you do an interview with GB News? You're just done. Very nice.
Your classmates, your colleagues, how they feel?
Independent.
Well, as well as these people.
I'm guessing
Thank you.
Well, that's really good to you, sir. How's it affecting you?
It's affecting everybody. I mean, it's something that hasn't gone away. Where we inheritance tax, we've been able to manoeuvre stuff around. The interest they have in food security seems to be non-existent. I should speak to Jeremy about it because he needs to know about it. Just making sure that's safe. Just going to quickly. Thanks. Appreciate it. Amending it so then I can do more pre-recordings later. Because apparently there's another demo.
Near the Royal Court of Justice.
I've had the same thing.
Action. Yeah. See, apparently I've heard there's been arrests. Yeah, still alive. Sorry. I was told, so I might wander down there just to see what's going on later. I'll let you know what's going on after I end this. A second. Yeah, if you don't mind just making something over. Thank you. We're going to be ending the live broadcast now, but this is not the end of our coverage. Instead, we'll be pre-recording various stuff because we have information that there might be potentially another protest elsewhere, so we'll try to find out what's going on with that. And if anything else happens here or around this area, we'll be covering it and we'll be uploading in due course. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Louis Errington. I'm an independent journalist and I cover a broad variety of protests and events in central London. Thank you for tuning in and I hope you enjoyed this live broadcast of the farmers' demonstration which took place on the same day as the budget. See you all on the next live broadcast.